look at graphing equations, what a graph represents, and how to create the graph. A graph is just a visual representation of all of the possible solutions of an equation. This means that all of the points on the graph will satisfy the equation. If you take any point on the graph and plug it into the equation, it will give you a true statement. In addition, all points that satisfy the equation are on the graph. So if there is a point that makes the equation true, it will be on the graph. And this is what we mean when we say it's a visual of all of the solutions. Every solution is on the graph, and every point on the graph is a solution. For now, we're going to look at the most basic way to graph an equation, which is going to be to pick some points for x, solve for y, and connect the dots. Let's start with the equation y equal to 2x minus 1. Our most basic thing to do is going to be to create a table, pick some x values, like -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, and determine what y needs to be. Plugging in x, I have 2 times -2 minus 1, which would be -5. For my next value, 2 times -1 minus 1, that's -3. 2 times 0 minus 1 is -1. 2 times 1 minus 1 is +1. And 2 times 2 minus 1 is 3. We then need to plot these points and connect the dots. When we do, it looks like this graph here. We have our first point, x is -2 and y is -5. We then have that when x is -1, y is -3. When x is 0, y is -1. When x is 1, y is 1. And when x is 2, y is 3. And we connected the dots to get this line. Next, let's consider the equation y equal to -x squared plus 2. Once again, I'm going to build a table. Pick some values for x. Determine what y needs to be. For our first one, -2 squared plus 2. -2 squared is 4. We need to make that negative to get -4. Plus 2 would be -2. For -1 squared plus 2, we would have -1 plus 2, or 1. Next up, 0 squared plus 2 is 2. -1 squared plus 2 would be -1 plus 2, or 1. And -2 squared plus 2 would be -4 plus 2, or -2. I can then plot these points and connect the dots. My first one, when x was -2, y was -2. When x is -1, y is 1. When x is 0, y is 2. When x is 1, y is 1. And when x is 2, y is -2. And connecting the dots, we have this curve here.
If you would like to see Professor Pierce make more videos like this one, you can support her on Patreon in the link below. Any and all support means a lot to her. It allows her not only to make more videos, but it also allows her to campaign for free and accessible online education to conferences and other universities. Thank you for watching, and remember, math is for everyone.